Another beautiful thing about website search, as we discussed in the analytics and tracking video, is that you can see what search terms are being used, how valuable they are, what the conversion rate is. You get data from that website search section. Now with your header, there's this thing that I call the double header, and I think Zappos really pioneered this. They were really the first people to ever use this concept of a double header, where you've got one header of navigation that had sort of your more information content, customer service phone number, live chat, account, etc., and then another navigation bar that allowed you to navigate through the website. It's a double header, and when they rolled this out, next thing you knew, you were seeing it all over the place. And we got this concept from them and we implemented this. We saw a significant jump in our conversion rate. You'll notice we've got this top header that has a unique selling proposition. It's got our more informational links, and then we have our store navigation down below. So a lot of people are leveraging this double header. This is footlocker.com, leveraging that double header. And you'll start to see it now when you go to e-commerce websites, that the double header has become standard in e-commerce. And I think Zappos really kind of pioneered that. It's been a phenomenal asset for us, allowing us to get more content in the header section of our website without kind of cluttering it up. Now, the other thing that we want to look at when we look at winning headers, this is Boom by Cindy Joseph, this is Zappos, this is Be Friendly, this is Foot Locker, this is the Disney Store, this is Crate and Barrel, some of the biggest and best e-commerce stores around. You'll notice similar elements in the header. So here are the winning header elements that we've found. Logo with a link back to the homepage in the top left corner. Every single person has this, and the reason is consumers expect that your logo will link back to the homepage. So it's a common element. You want to go with what consumers expect. So you want to have that element. A search box, as I mentioned, very important that you give people a way to search throughout your store right in the header. A guarantee or a unique selling proposition of some kind. You'll notice on Be Friendly, we say 100% free shipping on all orders. On Zappos, they say fast and free shipping. VIPs just log in. So using the header to give one of your best unique selling propositions right off the bat is a great strategy. The other thing is to have your tagline in the header. It's about women, it's about beauty, it's about time. If you can fit that in, it's a great thing because it gets that messaging on point right when they land on your site. Your phone number, very important to have that phone number available right in the header so that if someone wants to pick up the phone and call you, they know how to do it. And it also lends your conversion rate a hand because people see a phone number and they think, well, this is a real company. I could get in touch with them if I wanted to. We get about 30% of our orders over the phone. So it's a huge channel of sales if you integrate a phone number. More information page links are in the first header at the very top, account, register, help, all that stuff's at the top header. And then you've got your navigation in the second header. So here you see navigation in the second header. So you want to have that more informational content and then the store navigation. A link to the shopping cart in the right-hand corner. You'll notice that that is standard in e-commerce right now, and customers expect it. They expect that they'll be able to find their shopping cart right in the right-hand top corner of your website. And if you are offering live chat, which I highly recommend, having a link to that live chat right in the header is very important so people know when they land on your site, they consume these first initial elements. They know they can call you, they can chat you, they can get access to your more information stuff, more information pages, and they know what your unique selling propositions are. So the other thing that we want to remember about our header is not to stuff it. So we've got this concept of the foveal view. And what that is that your eyes can only consume little chunks at a time. So every little chunk of our header is consumable. Every element fits into our foveal view. And you'll notice that consistently with good e-commerce websites that they're not stuffed together. So you want to make sure that while you're including these elements in your header, you're not just cramming everything in there, that you've got little chunks and a little bit of space between each element in that header. Otherwise, it'll feel cluttered and overwhelming. And with our eye tracking software, we find that when you get clutter and you get overwhelmed, people leave the website. So the last element of the header that we have found to be extremely effective is an opt-in opportunity. Now, not a lot of websites are doing this, but we've found it to work super well. In fact, when we added this opt-in opportunity, you'll notice Boom has it, join the Boom Club. Be Friendly has it, join the Be Friendly Club. we saw a 33% increase in overall pre-purchase opt-ins, and it especially helps if you're willing to incentivize with a discount. So get 5% off. And that link really stands out. It's an isolated color in the header. So you're asking people to click that button, which in our case will pop up an opt-in opportunity, and we're asking people to get on our email list pre-purchase. So it's one of the best ways to get people on that pre-purchase automation sequence. So opt-in opportunity in the header is a really big thing. So these are the winning elements for your website header that you want to put in there, and you'll see an increase in your overall conversion rate when you have these elements on your store. Now here's an example of that header. I want to show you what it looks like. So when someone clicks this button, we have a pop-up that happens that says join the club for videos, discounts, and more. Enter your email address. Now we got this join the club idea because someone was telling me at an event that either they heard this story or this was their story, that their kid came home from school and the kid had a list of names and a bunch of $1 bills. And the dad asked the kid, hey, how did you get all this money? And what is this list? And he said, well, I told people that they could join the club for $1. And then the dad said, okay, what do they get when they join the club? And he said, well, they get their name on this list. So he'd made a bunch of money having people join the club. And it made a lot of sense to me because people want to be a part of something. They want to join clubs. They want to be a part of collective experiences. So we thought, why don't we just try join the club? And we used to say get 5% off. And we find that join the club actually gets us more opt-ins than get 5% off. So you might want to test that incentive as far as getting people to opt in. But that's what that header opt-in actually looks like on our store. Now, yours can go to an opt-in page where they can actually opt in on the page, or it can pop up a light box. And this is one of the ways that we get people on this pre-purchase automation sequence. So it's one of the opportunities that we have for people to opt in to our pre-purchase email sequence before they've bought. It's right there in the header, and it's a very effective strategy for us.